Let's examine the foundational setup, verified by the Bipartisan Senate Finance Committee investigation. In April 2014, Hunter Biden was appointed to the board of Burisma Holdings, Ukraine's largest private natural gas producer. His compensation was substantial, reaching $83,000 per month. Crucially, this appointment occurred in a specific geopolitical window. At this exact moment, Vice President Joe Biden was the Obama administration's designated point man for Ukraine. Joining Hunter was Devon Archer, a longtime business associate later convicted of fraud in a separate scheme. What we see here is not just nepotism. It is a structural overlap where the principles of a foreign corporation are financially tethered to the immediate family of the U.S. executive branch. This overlap creates a crisis of leverage. Between 2014 and 2016, the United States and the IMF injected over $20 billion into the Ukrainian economy. In 2016, Vice President Biden utilized a $1 billion U.S. loan guarantee as leverage to demand the firing of Ukraine's prosecutor general, Viktor Shokin. Partisans debate Shokin's corruption versus his investigation into Burisma. But from a structural perspective, the intent is irrelevant. The architecture is the problem. An American official threatened to withhold public funds to force a personnel change in a foreign government, while his direct family members sat on the board of a company subject to that government's jurisdiction. The system was designed without a fail-safe for this specific conflict of interest. To understand the profitability of this arrangement, we must follow the money upstream to the banking sector. Enter PrivatBank, Ukraine's largest commercial lender, controlled by oligarch Ihor Kolomoisky, with deep financial ties to the energy sector and Burisma. In 2016, it was revealed that PrivatBank suffered a $5.5 billion shortfall, caused by fraudulent lending to insiders. The bank had to be nationalized to save the economy. This reveals the cycle. The US and IMF pour tax dollars into Ukraine to stabilize the economy. That economy is anchored by banks, which are being looted by oligarchs. Those oligarchs own the companies hiring American political royalty. It is a closed loop of capital extraction, subsidized by Western aid. Why does this pattern persist? Because the mechanisms of oversight have been captured. Burisma is a textbook example of the revolving door, a systemic flaw where those with government access monetize that access immediately upon, or even during their tenure. Technically, the Foreign Agents Registration Act, or FARA, requires transparency when acting on behalf of foreign principals. Yet, the Senate investigation identified multiple junctures where FARA filings regarding Burisma were arguably required, yet never made. This is the accountability gap. It suggests that these regulations are not strict laws, but selective tools, enforced against political enemies, but ignored for the political elite. When we filter out the political theater, the Burisma blueprint leaves us with 4 documented realities. 1. A VP's family member was compensated by a foreign energy firm within his father's diplomatic jurisdiction. 2. U.S. loan guarantees were leveraged to alter that country's legal landscape. 3. The financial ecosystem surrounding that firm was tied to a multi-billion-dollar banking fraud. And 4. The U.S. regulatory system failed to enforce disclosure laws on the participants. This is not a story about a single party or a single country. It is a structural analysis of modern power, where public office and private profit have become indistinguishable.